Selenium is one of those minerals that, although you only need a little bit of it, it's often very hard to get enough of it. In this video, I'm going to tell you very common yet hard to discern signs and symptoms that you may be deficient in selenium. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician, and you should know that selenium is an essential micronutrient for all mammals on the planet, including human beings. Many of the antioxidants proteins that your body makes to fight oxidation require selenium either as a prime ingredient or as a cofactor. And without enough selenium, you're going to have more oxidation, more inflammation, and more stress in your body. Now, although selenium deficiency is much more common in people who have compromised gut functions, people with irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, or Crohn's disease are much more likely to suffer from selenium deficiency. And also elderly people over the age of 80 very often are not able to absorb enough selenium from their diet. But you should know that anyone is susceptible to a selenium deficiency if you're just not getting enough selenium in your diet. So the symptoms, the hidden symptoms that you might blame on something else, but when in reality is a selenium deficiency, are the following. Number one, infertility in both men and women. Your body's ability to construct DNA and RNA are dependent upon you having enough selenium in your diet. Infertility can be greatly increased for both men and women if there's just not enough selenium for your body to use as a building block. Number two is just generalized muscle weakness. Your mitochondria use selenium for several of their different functions of production and maintenance. And without enough selenium, your mitochondrial function is going to suffer, and therefore the muscle fatigue. Another way that you can have symptoms of selenium deficiency is you can have every single one of the symptoms of a low thyroid or hypothyroidism from a selenium deficiency. So you can have trouble losing weight. You can be gaining weight for no reason. You can just have overall fatigue, lack of get up and go, ambition and drive, or you can just feel cold all the time. Any of these could be a symptom of selenium deficiency. Next is mental fog. Now, although this can be caused by many different things, selenium deficiency is one of those. The neurons in your brain have to have selenium for several of their functions. And without enough selenium that in your brain available for use, you're going to suffer from some brain fog. The next symptom of selenium deficiency that you might not blame on selenium deficiency is an inappropriate amount of hair loss or an acceleration of your rate of hair loss. Selenium is just one of several micronutrients, several cofactors that are required for your body to make luxurious, beautiful hair. And with a selenium deficiency, you're just not going to make enough hair. A final symptom is that you just catch more viruses. You have more infections more often. This could be upper respiratory infections. This could be bladder infections. Any kind of common infection that you just seem to keep having repetitively for no real reason could amount to a selenium deficiency. Selenium is one of the elements on the periodic table of the elements. And much like iodine, it has to be in the soil that your food grows in or the soil that your food grazes on in order to wind up in the food that you ultimately eat. And so you can look up on some of the nutrient charts and say, oh, so-and-so is a great source of selenium. But in reality, it could be that that food that you're eating that should be a great source of selenium isn't, because there was no selenium or not enough selenium in the soil that that animal grazed on or that plant grew in. Many people honoring the precautionary principle take a product like Ketos daily mineral drops so that they ensure that they get enough selenium and a long list of other minerals as well. I also have a video on this channel about selenium-rich foods, which is going to pop up right there at the end of this video. This is Dr. Berry. I'll see you next time.